You know this shit is recreational for me. That's what I do, no matter what, you know? I'm spreading love and I'm selling juice. Cause little homie, I'm a felon too. I'd rather sell you a melon, cause you try to cross the line, I put something in your melon too. But I tell you I'd rather not, cause I'd rather smoke pot and get stuck off of edibles. I get higher than the Cali flight. Ex-dope boy was used to living the alley life. Spotted Natty, visited twice cause of my daddy life. Fuck speaking about the past days, I'm thinking about the last days. Cash app, clear my pathway. Me and Noah speaking on algorithms. Close your eyes, never run out of vision. Make your music, never run out of rhythm. Read a book, never run out of wisdom. Kick it to Ty, cause she next to me. Lucha kissing I in the lab, whip up a recipe. Whether you got more or less, it's never stressing me. Lyrically, I know none of you niggas next to me.
Peace and blessings. It's Friday morning, July 12th, 2024. We've made it to the weekend, y'all. How's everyone doing? Doing well. This is DVJ and Michelle. This is a Cold World Podcast. Yep, it is Friday. We have made it to Friday, y'all. The week went pretty quick. I must say. Yeah. So I hope life's treating everyone well. I hope everyone's going to enjoy the weekend, enjoy some nice weather. I think we're supposed to hit 90 or something this weekend. I'm about to pop the news on here in a minute and see what's going on. Yeah, just hope everyone's doing okay. We had a pretty short week, you know what I mean? Worked from home and stuff like that a lot this week. With all the RNC stuff coming up, we're trying to just kind of stay out the way and just stockpile up on everything we need. You know what I mean? Because that Republican National Convention starts Monday, but they've already started like barricading stuff and pretty much planning for it already. So, yeah, because we're only about 6 blocks away from where all this stuff's going to take place. So, but yeah, I'm already rambling. But yeah, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope life's treating everyone well. So I'm just going to say enjoy the music, enjoy the clips, enjoy the content. And we're you can tell I just got up. We really appreciate everyone listening. And I would just say, go out and vote when their time rolls around. You know what I mean? This presidential election is the most important one that I've been a part of, or can say I've witnessed, or since I've been alive. The stakes are so high. The stakes are very, very high. You know what I mean? So, you gotta pick a side. Democrat, Republican. You know what I mean? So, Democrat all the way here. Democrat is the quickest way to some sort of change for black and brown people, or help, with the things that we need help with. You know what I mean? The Democrat Party is the quickest way to that. Republicans want to take everything away. They don't want to fuck with black and brown people at all for the most part. So, just do your research. And I'm going to get out of here. Enjoy the episode. And peace. Sorry if you can hear my stomach growling. I'm about to drink my coffee. Got the Collectivo coffee. The dark Sumatra is what we're sipping on this morning. Yep. All right, y'all. It's time for the Sandman to come out.
I was trying to think of what she was called.
Well, anyway.
Damn.
I thought it was the most successful conference I've attended in a long time.
I feel bad for dude in a way.
Leader who didn't think it was. Next one. Nancy Cordes, CBS.
Thank you, Mr. President. You mentioned other instances in history where presidents have faced a challenge, but what makes this moment in history so unique is that it is not your enemies who are calling on you to reconsider your decision to stay in the race. It's
Michigan, in the western part of the state. This is the Portage Senior Center, where seniors between the ages of 50.
This is DVJ. How y'all doing? This is a Cold World podcast.
Ladies, we have 7 ladies here. All of them
I got this video
Joe Biden. None of them are voting for
I'm going to play. We're just sitting here watching the Biden press conference.
And how he thought
But I'm going to play this clip. This shit is crazy.
Out of all 7 of you, how many do you think?
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Check this crazy ass story out.
And from Subaru,
Let's see.
featuring the 2025 Subaru Outback Look.
Listen to this one.
9-year-old woman dead inside.
To our other top story, we're following developing news out of Orange County, where a suspect was shot by a deputy after 2 people were killed inside of a home. The 2 elderly victims were found after deputies responded to a domestic incident early this morning.
Deputies then confronted the suspect, and a deputy-involved shooting occurred. KTLA 5's Orange County Bureau Chief Chip Yost, live now in San Juan Capistrano with the latest details. Chip.
Yeah, hey there, Glenn and Lou. Yeah, when investigators showed up here to this mobile home park here in San Juan Capistrano, they discovered 2 people dead, a dog dead, and then end up shooting who they believe to be the suspect. Let's show you some video from Sky 5 HD, get you up to speed. We're told this started around 7:30 this morning. Sheriff's deputies from the Orange County Sheriff's Department were called to the San Juan Mobile Estates here to the reports of a possible domestic assault. When they got here, they found a 77...
I paused it for a second. See what I was saying too on a lot of episodes about how a lot of them white men, they'll be doing the domestic violences. And then sometimes they turn into murders and shit.
Yeah.
So y'all, check it out. I'm finished. There's about 1 more minute left?
Yeah.
About a minute left.
Year-old man and a 79-year-old woman dead inside their home. Also dead, they found a dog inside that home. As they were here investigating that, they then got a report that a bloody man was chasing around a maintenance worker nearby.
Our dispatchers updated them that there was a bloody male chasing a maintenance worker in that same neighborhood. And the deputies immediately started looking for that male.
It gets worse.
A short time later, that person was located near Calle Arroyo and a bike trail. Shortly after that person was located, an officer-involved shooting occurred.
Now, that man who was shot is the suspect in this case. Investigators say he's 41 years old. He did survive. He is in the hospital right now, we're told, in serious but stable condition, expected to survive. As for his relationship to the 2 people found dead inside the home and the dog, we're not sure, but they are looking into whether or not there's a family relationship between the 3 of them right now, but they can't say for sure at this time. The names of the 2 people found dead inside that home still have not been released. For now, we're putting live here in San Juan Capistrano. I'm Chip Yost, KTLA 5 News.
To our
That's crazy, right? So, did he say in the clip that they were beheaded?
I think so.
Let's see. So, yeah, this is out of Cali. So when we go to Cali, we don't want to go there. Oh, side note, real quick. I don't want to do Airbnb when we go to Cali. I would rather do a hotel, but I mean, obviously, you'll make the final decision, but I would prefer a hotel, especially after hearing all that stuff that the Airbnbs, people like them owners and stuff will be hiding cameras and stuff all in the... So it says the suspect has been identified as Brandon Girdville, who decapitated his mom, Antoinette Girdville, 79, dad, Ronald Walter Girdville, 77, and dog Fido, 6. How do they know the dog's age if everyone's dead? And why would people be like, how old was the dog? Why does that...
A neighbor told them how old the dog was or something.
Random. Like, I'm not trying to make fun of it, but it's just like the investigators was like, how old was the dog? I just wonder why that's even relevant.
Right.
Like, the dog was beheaded. Damn. Well, that is true, though. Sometimes people care about dogs more than they do about human beings. I feel like some people would help a dog if they saw a person laying in the street.
They'd probably help a dog over the person, sadly. I'd help both.
Yeah, me too. Speaking of both of the dogs are in here. Michelle's in here chilling. She's about to get in the shower. Just both sitting.
I can since I became a mom at the age of 24,
yeah,
I have never been in the bathroom by myself or can just, I mean, I've been in the bathroom by myself, but it's either a child, a dog, a cat.
So for the pets, one of them's either scratching at the door, and if it's a person, someone's knocking at the door. Mom!
Yeah, you know what I used to do to my mom? I used to put my fingers under the door.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and be like, are you almost
some scary
done?
shit.
That's are you almost done?
I bet that would freak her out, though, if she didn't know you were there and then see them little fingers under the door.
Well, and that bathroom is not...
Yeah.
It's half the size of this bathroom.
Yeah, we got a big ass bathroom right here, our middle.
But then she would be like, Michelle, leave me alone.
Okay, let's see. So yeah, man cut mom, dad, and dog's head off. Mm-hmm. This is out. So we ain't going to San Juan. What does that say? San Juan Capistrano. You probably know where that is. Michelle's been to Cali. That's one of the reasons. Chewy brought my tennis shoe in here by the shoestring. He sleeps on my tennis shoes at night.
He puts all your shoes in a pile and then lays on them. So
you know
crazy.
what I think? This might be a little out there, right? But do you think it's possible, because I have other tennis shoes, right? But those tennis shoes were the ones that I had on when we went and got him.
Oh, probably.
So, obviously he was sniffing, at my shoes and stuff like that. I don't know, that might be.
But he obviously feels like he wants to be by your scent.
Yeah.
Because he plays with my shoes, but then he just leaves them. He doesn't lay on them.
He lays on
anything.
Your clothes.
He lays on my clothes, yeah.
All right, baby, I'll let you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy, though. And the moral of the story is?
Don't let your 40-some-year-old son live in your house with you.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. No lies detected.
Well, first of all, my assessment was that they made a smart move by having this at the NATO conference. Almost like the State of the Union. He's so comfortable in that environment in the Congress and, at a NATO conference, which is his strong suit. And in the second half of that press conference, you saw that that's his comfort zone. He's very, very fluent on national security issues, and that showed in those answers. They
think Biden did good on the little press conference, I guess. Just checking out what they're saying just for a few seconds, and then I'll cut the video of we're watching CNN. Just chilling.
And at the same time, he complained about the length of his schedule and said they're putting too many things on my schedule, and that's why I didn't do well in the debate. And that's really the issue. The issue isn't about his record or history or.
Music break.
Overhaul. Ride on Sunday, it ain't cause of church. Ride on Monday, cause niggas still hurt. Ride on Tuesday, we putting in work. Ride on Wednesday, we still doing dirt. Chillin' on Thursday, my homie got searched. Wake on Friday, I need a new shirt. Think about Saturday, my homie got murked. Ride on Sunday, it ain't cause of church. Feeling in the air, put it in the air. A lot of niggas preach, but they didn't care. We ain't give a fuck, now we didn't care. All I know is life is a bitch and it isn't fair. Got the firearm, I just need the flare. All I know is brand new shit, make the bitches stare. What a petty way to think, but the gun is fully loaded, what a ready way to think. From outside on the south side, talk shit, you ain't prepared, get your mouth wide. Fuck around and get jumped like your car dead. Niggas ignorant, they don't care what the law said. Wanna gamble in the devil's den? Be prepared to get your cards ready. I burn the money like the Joker did. Ain't a blood or a crip, but damn how broke of them. Matter of fact, how gross of them to always keep it 100. Show what devotion is. Stay loyal, little nigga. On the streets, I'm a buck that is royal, little nigga. Ghost. Get your prayers in. Get your prayers out. Out in the air, no one the air out. Catch your tail, lay on the beach, pull your chair out. I came from the mud, so I'm talking to the sand for the time, cause I'm here now.
You know what's crazy? Like that DVJ Mitchell that got killed here in Milwaukee at the Hyatt Regency Hotel. That's crazy as hell. You know, and you know, I don't understand. Well, I do understand, because first of all, that Chisholm, that D.A. Chisholm, he has a history of not charging like officers that kill black people, but he's charged plenty of black men, you know what I'm saying, without video footage, you know, without witnesses, all kinds of stuff. We charge them, send them to prison quick, plaster their, you know, show video of the crime and stuff like that right away when they do something. But when a cop does something, or when, you don't want to release the video. But that's crazy as hell, though. Like, one thing that I observed, or that kind of bothered me, not kind of, one thing that bothered me about that whole situation was how at the press conference, like when Ben Crump was here, and that's cool that he came and he's getting involved, right? Because he brings attention to stuff. Like, they did a piece on CNN last night. Shout out Laura Coates. She did a little story. She interviewed Benjamin Crump on CNN last night. So it is gaining, you know, national attention and stuff like that. And but one thing I noticed when I was watching the press conference, when Ben Crump was there and B. Ivory Lamar and stuff like that, they were there. And the other attorney, I forgot his name, forgive me. You know, and there were some other community members, but there couldn't have been more than 25, 30 people there. There couldn't have been no more than 30 people there. You know, and shout those people out that were there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, why aren't any city leaders there? Whoever it is. Black ones, white ones, Latino ones. Like Chevy, our mayor, he was all out there. Like, there was a little girl that had got killed. I think it was in a car, like in a reckless car situation or a shooting or something. She had got killed. And he was pissed. He was pissed about that. And rightfully so, you know what I'm saying? But like, why aren't you upset when something like this happens? When a black man gets murdered, like, clearly you've seen what happens on the video. There's no doubting or debating it or nothing. They killed dude. Like, all the other, like, circumstances, like what went on inside and all that, and just all that stuff can be, you know, played out in court and can be sorted out and stuff like that, and the video shown to the family and stuff like that. But from what everyone has seen, they killed that man. So, like, why aren't our city leaders out there saying that that was wrong? And that, you know, that can't happen. They don't want to say nothing because that RNC stuff is coming. They don't want the city, they don't want a black eye on the city before, you know, the RNC comes here in a few days. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm going to work because I only work a couple of days while they're here. And I can go a totally different way. I don't even have to go nowhere near any of that stuff. Because I would hate to get, like, pulled over. Because they're going to be, like, searching people's cars and stuff like that. I told you, I had a buddy I used to work with some years ago. when I was working the carnivore, he got pulled over walking on into work. They stopped and pulled him over, searched his bag. He had weed in his bag. He went to jail for a couple days. You know what I mean? But like I would hate to get caught up like just, you know, going down the wrong street or drive or just, you know, making an honest mistake and then they pull you over. Like I ain't doing nothing I ain't supposed to be doing, but I'm saying like I don't even want to have to even be bothered, you know, getting pulled over, just even have to deal with any of that. Because they're going to be doing that and people are going to be getting caught up. You know what I mean? So if you can avoid the downtown area, please just stay away from here. You know what I mean? But because we're gonna be about 6-7 blocks away from that. We live about 6-7 blocks away from Pfizer. So you know what I mean? And we just got some new equipment, some new video equipment and stuff like that. It's like a camera and stuff like that. So we're gonna shoot. We're gonna look to see if we can shoot some video and stuff. We got. Because we're pretty high up, so we might be able to, I'm going to see what kind of, once all that stuff starts, I'm going to just see what kind of video we can get. Yeah. But I'm going to get going for right now and enjoy the rest of the episode. So, check this one out, y'all. This is a video clip of this white lady, or she's Italian, I think, or whatever. I think she's on one of them desperate housewives show. Oh, the Hampton, what is this, that Bethany lady? She's like on one of those like desperate housewife shows or whatever of wherever. And she's describing like what goes on in the Hamptons. You know what I mean? She's saying, you know, there's a lot of rich people and stuff that hang out or whatever, live there or vacation there or whatever that shit is. So she's talking about it, and I'm going to play the video and tell me, once you guys listen to it, I mean, obviously you can't tell me what you think, but in your mind, what do you think about it? Where did she go wrong? Where did she fuck up? Because she clearly fucked up when she was talking here. But I just want to see if people can notice where she went wrong at. So here we go.
African American community. So the Hamptons is an amazing place because it's farm meets beach meets woods, and there are all kinds of people here. It's not only rich people. That's not a joke. Okay, there are all kinds of people. There is a big Latin community here. Big. There is a African American community here on the beach. Beautiful houses. I had a house there one summer. So the Hamptons.
I'm gonna play it one more time.
So the Hamptons is an amazing place because it's farm meets beach meets woods, and there are all kinds of people here. It's not only rich people. That's not a joke. Okay, there are all kinds of people. There is a big Latin community here. Big. There is a African American community here on the beach. Beautiful houses. I had a house there one summer.
See what I'm saying? So she fucked up when she said that there's also a Latin community and an African American community. So she just, you know, basically said that basically what she said is white people are rich and Latin and black folks are poor. You know what I mean? That's basically what she said. She was describing how the Hamptons are, and she was saying how it's not just rich white people there and stuff like that. There's also poor people who are the blacks and who are the Latins. You see how she just put us in that stereotype? And it was just part of her conversation. She probably doesn't even, I mean, at this point, she realizes that she fucked up. But while she was like talking about that, she probably didn't even realize that she was saying anything wrong. You can tell it sounded like she was just talking about something. That's what I'm saying, that sometimes people will be doing, they'll be doing foul shit. They'll be being racist. They'll be doing all kinds of insignificant kind of stuff. And sometimes they don't even realize they're doing it. That's that naivety. Just, you know what I mean? But someone's going to point that out to her. Yeah, all black people aren't poor. All Latin people aren't poor. You know what I mean? But there we go. Those are stereotypes. You know? Hamptons. People assume, oh, that equals rich white people. Yeah, so, yep. She fucked up there. You know what I mean? And that just goes to show you what she probably thinks of Latin and black people. You know what I mean? And that's foul as hell. I know plenty of black and Latin people that got money. So yeah, that's where she messed up.
So the Hamptons is an amazing place because it's farm meets beach meets woods, and there.
Okay, and then I got this other clip I'm gonna play. This is a clip from CNN, and this lady, she used to work for the Trump White House, so she's now on like CNN and stuff like that. And she's actually like changing her tune. Like she doesn't sound as Republican-y. You know what I mean? She seems a little more Democrat leaning now. So she's at least has enough brains to realize that Trump was a clown, a dictator, and all that. And, you know, she got away from all that. So I like that she exposes Trump for who he really is, for the criminal thug he truly is. So I'm going to play this clip, and she's talking about this Project 2025. And keep in mind, she used to work for him. She worked in his White House. So let's see what she's talking about.
Part of Project 20, the key part of.
And yeah, hold on, let me just get her name. Yes, Anna Griffin. Her name is Anna Griffin. She's actually like, she works for CNN. Sometimes they have her on there like commenting and stuff on things. And then she also is a host on The View, I guess. Yeah, so this is Anna Griffin. And she's talking with Jake Tapper from CNN. So here we go.
Project 2020. The key part of Project 2025 that Adam's hitting on, I think, is the most important part for Americans to understand, is this reshaping of the federal government. And I saw the actual executive order at the end of the last administration ready to go that would remake every civil servant into a political appointee and a loyalist to Trump. And it goes beyond Social Security and some of these technical things. It's the national security apparatus. It's our emergency management. It's FEMA. It's responding to natural disasters, pandemics. Those would all be our subject matters. The Dr. Fauci's of the world would be replaced with whatever loyalists he puts into those positions. So it's a very, very scary thing that's actionable and ready to go by Donald Trump.
That sounds crazy, don't it? That shit is crazy. That Project 2025 shit, yeah. And then everyone's trying to say that, you know, everyone's denying it. They're saying, hold on.
The RNC begins with a kickoff party Sunday night at Henry Meyer Festival Park.
They were just talking about Melania Trump. They were talking about if she's going to be here in Milwaukee for the RNC. They ain't going to let her ass get up there and speak. She sounds like the immigrant that the Republicans don't want around. Right? Her English is horrible. Her English is worse than Paco's, the one that they don't want over here. So when you RNC people, you Republican National Convention people, you white racist people that are in town, because I'm sure maybe one or two of you possibly could be listening to my podcast. You know what I mean? Tell Paco and Enrique and Maria and all them, when you're at the restaurants here in downtown Milwaukee and all that stuff, and you know, when they're coming up to your table and pouring your water and taking your plates and all that stuff and basically kissing your ass all night, tell them to go back to Mexico. Tell them you want them to get back over that wall. Tell them to go back to Mexico after his shift. I bet you're not going to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, All right, y'all. Back to the episode. So that Haymarket Square, right? That's where that Associated Bank is, where we go to the ATM sometime. You know, that's one of the protest spots they're allowing them to be in.
But that's closer than
Marquette
Park.
Right, that.
But it's like...
So it's counterproductive to what they're trying to do. But my issue with it is how small it is.
Well, it can't be on bank property.
That too.
It's like this big.
How big is it about?
Like 2 by 2. 2 inches by 2 inches.
That's what I'm saying, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But that's closer than... That doesn't make any sense.
They're just throwing them in there. I don't even know how you call that a park. That ain't no park.
Like,
there's nothing park about
it. It was
that.
like it was once a small corner park, but now there's a bank.
There's a bank in there. That thing is... Yeah. When I heard that, I'm like, really? Like, where? You can't fit 30 people. Where's everyone going to stand?
You can barely get your car through the drive-thru.
That's what I was saying. Thank you. That's what I was saying. I was saying that on yesterday's episode. I was like, even just pulling in to use the ATM, like you gotta squeeze your car through there.
Right.
There's two little the ATM things, and then you gotta swerve even just to get out of that parking lot to get back onto the street. And then the little patch of grass that is on the other side of the bank, that's an apartment building.
Yeah.
And it is a small patch of grass. That whole Haymarket Square area can't be no more than 5 of these bathrooms big. Yeah, I don't know.
Are they closing the street? Is that street closed?
It's not closed right now. It wasn't yesterday morning. We'll find out in a few minutes when we go to work.
So they can use the street, maybe?
Yeah, it's gonna be a mess. I'm just glad that we're not gonna have to, like I said, because when I go to work, I go the opposite way.
Yeah.
I won't even have to even be near any of that stuff. Because like I was telling people, how far are we from Pfizer Forum?
1 point, less than a mile.
About a good 7-8 blocks probably. Yeah. So yeah.
And we can see it out our window, our bathroom window. You can see it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? I was like, I'm gonna tell Michelle about that Haymarket Square. You should have seen her hands. You can't see it when she was describing how tiny it is.
2 inches by 2 inches.
Yeah. What were you saying, baby? You were about to say something.
Yeah, because going from here to my office is 1.4 miles.
Yeah.
So Pfizer is probably a mile.
Yeah. So we're gonna be right down here. Unfortunately. And then we got 90s coming up. Sunday and Monday is going to be 90. Today's only supposed to get up to 78.
Good times.
So I'm loving that. Yeah, so...
You know what, but it's interesting because, being down here, even though it's it's almost like, well, this will be something, interesting to watch.
Exactly. It will be very interesting. This will be very good people watching.
I love doing that.
Very, very good. Yep, for people watching and just hearing what people are talking about. Because I was telling everyone, depending on how things are going, we might be able to get some content, some sights and sounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you know what I would imagine too? Because the DNC is in Chicago in a couple of weeks. People from Chicago are going to be coming down to Milwaukee. So there will be some Democrats around.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it'd be nice to talk to other Democrats and just see how they're feeling and what they're thinking about.
Right, but you don't know who's who.
You know what? Actually, you're right now, and not well. The majority of the white people that are going to be down here, 88% of them are going to be Trump supporters and MAGA. I say 80% of the RNC people that are going to be here, 85% of them are going to be white, and 60% of them are going to be MAGAs. And the other 25 would just be what they're going to call themselves regular Republicans. But they're willing to vote for Trump because the racism isn't about them. So they're willing to overlook it.
Right.
They're willing to overlook it. There's white people that say, oh, I don't like the racial comments and stuff like that, but I'm willing to, you know what I mean? Versus someone like you who hears the racist shit, you aren't okay with it, and you're like, no, I would never vote for Trump. See, that's the difference between someone else white that's like, oh, I don't like the racial comments, but I'll vote for him.
But like that goes to character.
There it is.
And character is who you are. It's part of your decision making.
Thank you.
So like you can't just be like, well, they said these shitty things, but you know.
There should be no but.
Right.
There should be no
if they
but.
said shitty things, they're a shitty person.
Right. Exactly. Yep. We're gonna.
Why do you want a shitty person running a country?
Basically, and shouldn't that just what it boils down to? Who is the better human being? Because like we were saying, for Trump people or just Republicans in general, with all I don't know who I'm voting for, like if you vote for Biden, you're not going to lose everything. Biden's presidency was very successful.
Right.
He's done
Yes.
He's got receipts. He's been doing very well.
So like Trump well, he doesn't use Twitter. I'm his stupid Truth Social that nobody's on.
Exactly.
And then people just screenshot it and then tweet it. Because nobody is on Truth Social. But anyway, he made some comment about how he said Vice President Trump.
Oh, yeah.
How Joe Biden did.
Yeah.
And then Joe was like, well, I do know the difference. One was a prosecutor and one's a felon.
Ooh, good one. Mic drop on that shit. Hell yeah. All right, y'all. We're going to finish sipping our coffee and then take on this last day. Last day, it's the weekend, y'all, and we got Big Brother coming up. Hopefully they're going to show us who the cast is. But they're doing a 2-night move-in. First night, 8 move-in. Second night, 8 move-in.
I can't remember if they like posted their pictures like the day before or something, because I feel like we looked people up.
We did. It's always been at least 2, 3, 4 days before.
Very close up to the day.
But from what it's sounding like, how they want to do this 2-night move-in, 8-8.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's how they're going to roll the cast out. Are we going to not see everyone until that first night?
Okay.
Or are we going to just see the cast, in the next day or two at least, just to see who they are? That's what I'm wondering.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
And so if they're waiting, do you only see the first 8 and then you have to wait the second night to find out who the other 8 are? When do the live feeds start? Do they start on Wednesday night?
I think the live feeds are going to kick in late Thursday night.
Yeah.
The second night, once everyone's in the house, that's what I think. The feeds are going to end up popping on at around midnight or something, which would actually end up being Friday then.
Right. And also, if it's not a live show on Wednesday,
it won't be probably.
Right. So they already recorded the first 8 going in.
Yeah. So I think actually, the first house guests might actually be in that house in the next few days. To record they might go in there Monday or something.
Right. The first 8 probably going on Monday, and the second 8 probably going on Tuesday. They record all that shit, and then they just play the show.
They could at least record some of that.
There's no live audience, right?
Yeah.
So you can't pull a fast one, pretend it's live.
Yeah. Check this RNC shit out. We're gonna play the news for a second. They're talking about the RNC. They need police help. 24 states are sending officers to help in Milwaukee. Here we go.
Right, Jaron. And so it's going to look a lot different here over the next week. We know police officers from 63 different departments across 24 states are going to be here in Milwaukee, helping to protect the RNC and really make sure that they are securing these perimeters here, assisting Milwaukee police while MPD handles the rest of the city. It will be a huge influx of officers patrolling the area. Some will be on bicycles. You'll see others on mounted horse helping with crowd control. This, of course, all on top of the Secret Service agents that will be here in the city. Now, according to a list of departments shared by MPD, some officers are traveling as far away as California and Florida to be here. Plus, 44 Wisconsin police departments are also coming to help. Some officers from the Charlotte and Cleveland area are also bringing with them experience of hosting political conventions in their own cities in years past.
We have a lot of different communities helping us. So it's just, again, helping us to be able to have that type of coverage, the extensive coverage it needs for the security not only of this event, but also across the city.
And so, Madison, a federal grant will cover the cost of all of this outside help.
Right, it'll be a grant from the Department of Justice that is coming in to help pay for all of those out-of-town agencies as well as for overtime throughout the convention. Now, we also know that these officers need a place to stay, right? We have learned that the city has requested 4,000 dorms across the area to house those officers if necessary. We know they have requested dorms from Concordia University, Carroll University, as well as UW-Madison, just to name a few.
A massive operation.
They're putting people up in people's college dorm rooms and shit. They're going to be going through their stuff, searching for things and shit.
Well, but they're like a lot of them are empty because it's summer.
Right.
You know.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. We're about to head to work. Parking restrictions. I'll just play this real quick.
More will take effect.
Y'all stay away from downtown if you can, unless you have to come through here.
Last until Sunday the 21st. You can find the complete list of parking restrictions, road closures, and how to get around it all on the 12 News app. Just look for the RNC tab under the main menu. And stick with 12 News for your RNC coverage all week next week, including an extended 1-hour newscast.